Let's open the ceremony with a prayer, and I'm going to ask our County Commission Chairman, Sandy Quinn, to come up and do that for us.
Let us pray. Dear Heavenly Father, first of all, Lord, we do want to thank you for this tremendous and great blessing that you have blessed Gulf County with. Father, we just pray and ask that you continue to be with each and every one that's here today, Skyborne Technology. Father, continue to just give this community, this panhandle, favor, Lord. Father, we thank you for each and every one that's here. We ask that you bless them. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Amen. I'd like to, at this time, recognize some folks, and certainly our county commissioners are important to us, and I'll just go on record. I don't work for them, although technically I do. I'm a contract with them. But folks, our county commissioners did an unbelievable job after the hurricane, and I don't think that our recovery could be where it is today if it hadn't been for them playing a leadership role along with our administrator Michael Hammond and Warren Yeager. They did about everything perfect in terms of recovery. It really couldn't have been a lot better. And I want to take this time to recognize we got David Rich from the Weewaw District up there. Phil McCrone's here with us. Jimmy Rogers. We got Ward McDaniels from my district. He's my county commissioner. And Sandy Quinn, the chairman. They're all here. That reflects their support of what we got going on here. We appreciate the county commissioners. Thank you. Michael Hammond and Warren aren't here. It's not because they're not interested, but they're up there trying to find some more money for Gulf County, and that's what the commissioners literally just came back. They've been up there 2 days doing the same thing. You know, we still have a lot of needs. We've done a lot of things well, and we're getting better every day. But the bottom line is we have a lot of needs still, and they were up there trying to find some additional resources for us. I just want to also introduce, and a couple will have a chance to speak. From Unmanned Systems Inc., which is a partner of Skyborne Technology, we have Hovik Yaralan, and he'll be up in a little bit to talk with you. Gulf Coast State College, we got Tony Lopez is here, and he'll also speak a little later. And the Gulf County School System has some folks here also. The celebration today. First of all, I'm in the business of economic development, and economic development is about jobs. It's about creating good jobs. It's about creating jobs that our kids that grow up here, if they want to stay where everybody else is trying to move, everybody else spends 40 years working so they can come down and live in Gulf County. Our kids need to have a place if they want to stay in Gulf County, they can get a good job that pays well enough for them to afford to live here. And this particular project will provide those kind of jobs, high-paying, high-tech jobs. People, because they get a job as a drone pilot, does not mean they got to go somewhere. They can live here, get on an airplane, fly somewhere, do their filming, do what they got to do, come back here. Believe it or not, they can actually operate a drone from here in Des Moines, Iowa. So in some instances, so clearly there's a chance for folks to to make a living and be able to either stay here or come back here. The other beauty of this project, now. We all know we live in a north of South County, and gosh, when I first moved here, it was like the Civil War was still going on in terms of us against them. And what a great deal Skyborne does for us. They come in, they rent our spec building, which was a great idea by our county commissioners and administration. They build this spec building. So at least they just rented it to this guy, Mike Lawson, and Mike Lawson, nice guy, but he's going to say he's going to do some nice things. So he rents the building. All of a sudden it starts getting a little bigger. And he sees he can do some manufacturing there, and then he does us the favor of what we're here today to celebrate. He acquires the Costin airport, so he can build a hangar, and he can make the airships up there. He can bring them down here, assemble them, fly them, and do training with them. So clearly he's bringing us all together in a project that benefits both ends of the county. At this time, I'm going to go ahead and give Mike a chance to come up here and talk a little bit, and he may be worn out like I am. We've done 5 TV spots already today, so and got one more left, Mike. But come on up and tell us a little bit about what's going on.
I guess it's good afternoon now, isn't it?
It is.
Well, thank you all for being here today. It's a great time for all of us, and would like to thank some people. And I have some some of our folks here. And Greg Cheek, where are you? Okay, he's one of our CAD engineers and could not have done anything without him. He helped rebuild the plant up there in Weehawken. And, well, that's hard to pronounce sometimes, but I guess everybody says Weewalk.
We'll let you buy Weewalk.
Yeah, but anyway, it's couldn't have done it without him. I also had Dee's here. Dee, where are you? There's Teresa. Hey, Teresa. And who else? Who am I missing? Oh, there's Candace. She's a new hire out of Weehawken, seamstress. And that gets into thanking my wife. She's been a great supporter. And a good buddy of mine for over 25 years and a partner is Ed Pickett. He's retired Gemini, Apollo, Space Station, and we've been working together for many, many years. We have a lot of talent. In the talent, you got to be very, very diversified. And the first thing that we needed to do was to find a home, and it started about 1.5 years ago, Jim. And the commissioners were very, very kind to us, in which we were able to move into the building out there. And that was the first start, but you still had to have the vision. And in order to pull all the technologies together, you also needed an airport. Now, where are you going to find an airport in the country, and specifically in the South, that has all the things that we need? What did we need? We needed water. Well, why do we need water? Well, some of the drones that we're going to operate are actually launched from an airship and actually go into the water and see what's underneath there. That could be looking at ship repair or other things that are needed for the government. Then you have testing of the drones. Well, again, a lot of the drones you use need a grass field. So where are you going to find a grass field and water? And then I ran into an incredible couple, and that is the Costin family. Where are you? There you are. Thank you very much, Leonard. And Loretta, you're back there. Hey, Loretta. Very kind people, and could not have done it without Leonard and his wife's support. And that brings up another one of our team players is we build airships. We build unmanned airships, but where are the drones coming from? So we have one of the best companies in the world that we partnered with, in which they're moving part of their operations to the Costin Airfield, unmanned systems. You want to hold your hands up? There you are. There's Todd. Yeah. And Hussig. And we're glad to have them on board, and they'll come up here, and Hubbock will talk a little bit about their product line. But we're glad to be here. We're very diversified. The type of jobs that Jim was talking about are, we start out about $15 an hour, and we go up. And I think Hovick even told me one of their employees or people they were associated with got trained in the drone business, and then turned around, they're making $460,000 a year right now. So there is, and that was an international type of opportunity. And he'll discuss a little bit about that in a minute. But as far as diversification, you have seamstresses, you have people that analyze environmental research, you have lightweight composites, you have engines, you have hybrid electric configurations of those engines. So there's a lot of stuff, a lot of great technology. And I think I'll bring that. Jim, you want to introduce the next guest?
Yeah, I'll get to. Yeah, be glad to. Thank you. He's far too humble with all the stuff they put together. Let's call on your partner, Unmanned Systems. We're going to call on Hovick Yaralan to come up here and speak. And you got to look at. Yeah, I met him, and yeah, he got long hair, and I has a beard. I tell you what, though, you sit around him and talk to him about 5 minutes. You know you're talking to somebody smart that knows what he's talking about. And I'm just introducing you because I think it's fair. He teaches college students, and he currently and high school students to become drone pilots, and he's had an experience doing that, and we're glad to have him on part of the team. So
thank you, Jim.
Yeah.
All right, how's it going, everybody? So as Mike and Jim mentioned, we're out here kind of with the community to help you guys out. Just a little bit of background on myself and what we do with the company. Unmanned Systems Inc. has been the primary Air Force contractor for the Predator program since 2003. So Predator being one of the large unmanned drones that we operate. launch and recover overseas. Our pilots here are in the States, so we do a lot of training. Manned pilots come out of their program from from fighters to bombers. We train them, and then they go overseas and deploy, and that's where that nice six-figure salary that Mike mentioned came from. So my background is primarily military-based. Here with my coworker Todd back there, and Todd is our primary software engineer that works with us on all these programs. So bringing the knowledge we both have together, and working with Mike Lawson and Skyborne, and with having Jim out here to help us, kind of giving back to the school and the community. Our goal would be to work in correlation with a center stone, for example, between the high school and the college. I see the college has a pretty nice setup already, but the goal would be, once you go to school and you have that piece of paper, how do you actually get a job? That's what everybody wonders, right? So our goal would be to open up these doors and show these students what it takes, give them the hands-on experience that companies and contractors, military or commercial, are actually looking for, okay, and give them that opening and that door to actually go and get a career and help the community. So that's primarily why we're here. We'd like to give back. I know the hurricane and everything for everybody, but if we could rebuild and evolve, that would be our primary goal. So I think with Skyborne and USI kind of doing that, and moving forward, give the kids a bright future to work with, and I think the background experience from all our companies put together would be a pretty beneficial thing for everybody here. So if you guys have any questions, feel free after all this is over to come speak to Todd and I. If you have any specifics or anything, we can help you guys out. But that's pretty much what I have. So thank you.
Thank you, Hovik. The next we're going to hear from our Gulf Coast State College friends, and I have to say, David, I see David out there. We're on the board there, so if I start saying real positive things, I'm prejudiced. So, folks, I can just tell you this. If you've never seen the Advanced Technology Center at Gulf Coast State College, you're missing a true gem in our country, not just this region. It's one of the top advanced technology centers in the country, including universities and colleges. They do have an unmanned systems component of that. They do have, they fly drones. You're going to see an airship that they're going to put up today. Now, you need to understand that's a kind of a small rendering of what you do. The one we have out back at Wee Wee Hitchcock right now is a 70-footer. I think theirs is like a 10 or 20-footer, 25-footer, maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, but we also make them 250 feet. So that gives you some kind of idea of the scope of things. But we're going to call on the head of the Unmanned Systems program, from Tony Lopez from Gulf Coast State College, to tell you a little bit about their program and what they do.
Thank you. Good afternoon. How's everybody doing? So, Tony Lopez on Manned Vehicle Systems, Gulf Coast State College. One thing that is amazing to me that I see here, industry, academia, partnering together, provide training, and if I heard him right, he said scholarships to go to Gulf Coast State College. So think about that. You get a high school program, they come here, train, get hands-on experience, then go to academia paid by Skyborne. That is a great opportunity. I hope everybody enjoys that's happening here today. We're hoping that the winds kind of die down a little bit so we can bring our airship out. If not, we're going to show some of the equipment. We're going to do some flights. Maybe show some thermography, some aerial thermal imagery. And if you have any questions, come by our table here and happy to answer. Thank you.
Again, it's been a great day. Started at 5 o'clock this morning in Wee Wee Hitchcock, Florida, and hanging out with the WMBB people, and they're still hanging with us today. They sent a different reporter, but I guess we wore the first one out. Is that what happened? Again, a great day for Gulf County, both ends of the county. We get a chance here to do something in the high-tech world, and we've become now the eastern boundary of an aerospace corridor in North Florida. A lot of people don't know that exists. GKN Aerospace from England, located in Panama City a year and a half ago. They have a partner now that located ACMT, that located at the old Honeywell plant in Lynn Haven. There's Aerobus over in Mobile, and there's a drone program at Tyndall, and then you go on and on. And we've become the eastern boundary of the aerospace corridor with Skyborne's location of 2 facilities here in our area. So And the one thing I really learned, and I love my news media people, because every time we run a news story, you know what happens? We get another partner, and the business grows. It's amazing. Especially Mike taught me to put things on a business wire. I don't know what that is. So we'll take, Tim Croft does a great job of covering us. We take Tim Croft's article, we put it on the business wire, and all of a sudden phones start ringing again. So we're going to keep doing that, and we appreciate Tim and the great coverage we got today and previously on the project. He does a good job of documenting the true effort we're making here. Again, it's a day of celebration in Gulf County. We thank Mike Lawson and Skyborne Technologies for your commitment to Gulf County. We've not done a thing for old Mike Lawson. He's not asked us for a dollar. He's not asked the county for a dollar. He's done all this on his own. But I can tell you this, Mike, we're going to find you some money. There are grants out there. We're going to build you a road in here. We're going to find you some federal money, state money, there, and I've already done some research. We're going to find you some money because you deserve it. You've come here on your own. You put your money out front, and we're going to help you to build the things you need to make this thing take off. So let's thank Mike Lawson, and we appreciate him. I promise you, I'm not going to fly the drones, and I'm as big as the airship, but that's as far as it goes. You know, we're going to turn it over to them, and they're going to fly some fixed wing drones, and they're going to see if they can put the unmanned ship up there. It may not be. The wind's pretty bad, and that's not a huge ship. So, but anyway, that's what we're here about today. We appreciate you coming, and we hope you stay around and see some really interesting technology. Thank you.